Guys, thanks for tuning in to Adam's Eden. Today we're going to do a little episode on how to DIY your own potting mix. It's pretty simple, affordable, and definitely if you're going to be doing some gardening, even on a relatively small scale, you're going to save a lot of money, and you can custom tailor your potting mix to the plants that you have if they have specific needs. And that being said, let's get started. The three main ingredients are peat moss, perlite, and compost. Okay, the peat moss right here, real simple. Is what we got to do is make sure that we measure all this stuff in equal parts. So we're going to take the peat moss first. Do it on a small scale, being that I really don't need any potting mix right now, just for a little DIY to show you guys. Then perlite. In any order, guys, is completely fine. The important thing is though, just equal parts. If you were to do less on anything, the perlite you probably could do less and get away with it. I mean, I've used about a quarter even sometimes of what I would normally use, and it still came out fine of a mix. Then the compost. For my compost, I chose worm castings, being that it's affordable to me because I do it myself with food scraps and whatnot. I have a few different worm bins, and definitely get into that. I'll have more videos with that in the future, probably more towards spring. That being said, we'll take equal parts of that. Real simple, guys. Okay, so we got that, and what we're going to do is mix this all up like so. Pretty simple. Now, this is a great seedling mix the way it is. You could grow plants in it just the way it is, but if I was going to put adult plants like tomatoes, peppers, things like that, you might want to throw in some rock dust for added minerals. You might want to throw in some crab shell meal, some kelp meal, and things like that, or any organic
Here we got
fertilizer.
some peat moss. This is one of the crucial ingredients when making your own potting mix. Peat moss right here is in a 3 cubic foot bale, and it's only $11.97, and we're at Lowe's right now. I use 1/3 this, some 1/3 perlite, and 1/3 compost, and you can vary your stuff based on what you got available. Here's some compost here. What kind of compost is it? This is a cow manure based compost, and these are about $3.33, and then they have their, and that's organic again, then they have their organic mushroom compost as well. That would be another crucial ingredient. If you're growing indoors, you definitely want to buy your compost and not make it yourself and use it, because you're going to bring in pests and other things. This has most likely been kind of treated to prevent things from bringing pests and aphids and things like that into your garden. So definitely buy compost when you're doing an indoor garden if you're going to be making your potting mix. The peat moss, the compost, and perlite. Perlite, unfortunately, they only have small bags here. I won't even show you that. It's just not economical. I go to my local feed store and I get them for about $20, a little bit less, and I get a decent size.
Thanks again for tuning in to Adam's Eden, and farewell.
Hey guys,
again,
this is Kevin, and don't forget to slap that